Right, let's just get myself plugged in. And oh, if the camera wants to stay straight, hang on a second. Let's get myself all plugged in and zoom in a bit if we can. Right, is my microphone working? It looks like it is. Welcome to a live. I think this must be potentially the first live I've ever done on What a Load of Carp. So let's be brutally honest, I'm not expecting anybody to log in. So as I just try and get goose shit off my fingers, I'll probably just end up talking to myself, and the camera will probably just end up doing nothing, looking at the lake. But it is what it is. So I'm going to sit here, and if you're watching this back later on and I go awfully quiet, it's either because no one's here watching live, or there's no fish being caught. So hopefully I'll go live for about half hour or so. Oh, that really stinks, that goose crap. Just had to wipe it off my foot. Baby, wiping it off now anyway. So hopefully we might have a bite on camera, fingers crossed. I had one liner about 10 minutes ago, and I just wanted to test out this microphone and the tripod and all that good stuff. And I thought, you know what, bugger it, let's just go live and see what happens. So yeah, welcome to What a Load of Carp, and I'm going to go quiet now. We're going to enjoy my cheap beer, Bira Mapali, or whatever it's called. I'm going to enjoy that. I've only got the one. I'm going to sit here and watch the water and just enjoy my beer. And hopefully Mr. Carp comes along. Ideally the big 40-pounder, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But beggars can't be choosers and all that. You never know, you might get a spot of train spotting in as well, because we are surrounded by a triangle of railway lines. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yes, you can, just about. Let's have a look. The eagle-eyed amongst you. There's my thumb. See that there, that little white smidgen through the bushes? That's Westbury White Horse, you can see, just over the brow of the hill where the railway line is there. So that kind of gives the location away of where we are. And yeah, like I say, I'm just got the one night here on the lake tonight, so fingers crossed. Last time I was on here, I had a couple out, both low, mid doubles, something like that. Nothing to shout about, but it was a good way to get off the mark. And I'll get a video up somewhen to show you what I've had. But yeah, as I just briefly touched on, there is a big old kipper in here, which I'm targeting. So fingers crossed, someone throughout the year races my net. But we'll see. Plenty of other good ones to go for as well, and plenty of other 20-pounders in there. Not sure about 30s. I think the 40 is just a bit of freak of nature for the lake, to be honest. I don't think there's any 30s what I'm aware of, but I could be proved wrong along the way. But there is certainly some 20s in there, some mid 20s and high 20s. So any of those would be also very, very welcome, especially a nice mirror. I do like a mirror carp. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much. Just gonna, like I said, now I'm just going to sit here and just chill out. And if anyone joins the chat, we'll go from there. Not sure how long these microphones are going to last as well, to be honest. That'll be that then. You're still here watching it on the replay. Let me know in the comments below, where are you fishing at the moment? How's your season started? Now the spring is here. You had any good results along the way, or are you blanking your ass off, or struggling with little ins? Let me know. Be keen to know. It's always interesting to see what else everyone else is getting up to. Oh, that beer's going down nice. Should have put more than one, really. But never mind. Never mind. Hey, you never know. Might even get a visitor later on. And if they do, I might ask them to bring me another beer. Hint, hint. Carp in rule. Right. I think this live is, not that it's going to matter anyway, but I think this live is restricted to 25 viewers. But yeah, I'll be lucky to get one. But hey, yo. There's certainly some bubbling going on, but I don't think it's carp by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's probably bream, maybe pike holding up, or anything but, I expect. Tench, I don't know. I'm guessing there's probably tench in there. I don't actually know. Or, of course, it's always the silt just breaking up on the surface and the gas is coming off the bottom of the lake. There is always that. Oh, yeah. Can you hear the old PA system in the background? At first, I thought that was the railway station because we're quite close to the railway station, but it's not. It's actually Westbury United must have a home game today. Was it Westbury Town? I don't even know. I think it's Westbury United. I should know, really, local to the area. Something's just happened. They all just started cheering. But yes, I think it's Westbury United, so they're probably playing at, well, they are playing at home today. Don't have no clue who they're playing against, but don't really follow my local football anymore. I think that time of my life has passed me by. But yeah, there's obviously something going up there. They're actually doing the team lineup. I can hear them going through the squad numbers and announcing the names. That's what they're doing. Funny, really, because if I would have carried on with my old football management, never know, I might have been doing something a bit more now. Probably should have done the badges when I was doing it, really, but just didn't have the money all the time, to be honest. But the guy who used to be a rival when we first done it the first time, he's now a manager and doing pretty well for himself. Not anything special. He's like Bradford Town, but yeah, he's doing all right for himself. So you never know. Could have been there. Could have been managing at a semi-decent level, but that's not the buy. That's not the path I took. I got football and then fishing, and fishing took priority. And then later in life, it model railways a bit more, and then back to the fishing again. Still doing a little bit of model railways, but it's more fishing now. Again, got my mojo back. I think it's here we go. Look, is it coming this way? Here we go. Look, class 59 on its way with a stone train. Might see it in the background in a minute. There you go. Look, bit of train spotting on the lake there. Sounds like empties to me. But yeah, I think now I've got a target fish to go for. It certainly helps. Gives you the motivation to want to fish. Gonna do next Wednesday. Back on Silverlands again. You'll probably see one of my videos I'm going to release if I release it. Just getting a couple of sessions back in on Silverlands before the ticket finishes in April. Not going to be paying the £350 to renew the ticket, that's for sure. Not with the stamper fish or what are in there. It's a shame. It's a lovely lake, but they've been done an awful lot of work on it. And it's not just that. To be fair, that doesn't really bother me. It's the stamper fish which are in there. I can go to the lake, which is just to the right of me here, not this one, but the other one, for £55 a year and catch the same style of fish, same stamper fish, same weight. So it really doesn't appeal to me to be paying 350 quid a year to be catching fish. I can fish somewhere else and catch them for like a lot less of the price. So, and then obviously when this lake popped up, I thought, well, there's a big old kipper in that lake, and it'd be lovely to catch it. That'd be a new PB. Why not go for it? Getting words out. Definitely some bubblers going on about in the lake. Looking over to my left, you can't probably see. Would you be able to in regards to the tree? No. But there you go. Look, the fans having a good time at the football. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but yeah, they're having a good old time shouting away. But yeah, definitely some bubbles popping up all over the lake. Not won't be long. A couple of weeks. Well, about a month actually. To be fair, be off to Belgium for a week fishing with my brother and a couple of friends. I don't even know if I can't remember if I released my France video when I went to France. Don't think I did actually, or did I? I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But yeah, going to Belgium, so that'd be nice. They're not massive fish in the lake. We'll see. That'd be. Not sure what the weather is meant to be doing tonight, to be honest. Hope there's no rain coming in. It's always nice to pack up the dry kit, isn't it? But I think we had a little bit of rain last night, so it may come in. You never know. Oh dear. Sleep well though, not that much. All right, 16 minutes in. We'll go for another 14 minutes or so. I think we've had one or two people drop in, but I don't think there's any comments, or I've not seen any pop up. I think they might have been just swiping past. In fact, what I can probably do, let's have a look, shall we? Let's log in on my other account and just see what's going on. See if there's anybody leaving comments, because I can't see the chat, you see. If there is one. So let's just fire up the old tablet, log into my old Model Railway account and just see what's going on, what's occurring. And I think we'll probably get to about 3:30, 4 o'clock time. I'll bring both these rods in. I put out on singles when I first arrived, and then we'll put going to do a little bit of a test. I'm going to put a couple of spombs of boilies out, maybe 4 or 5 spombs over one left-hand rod. And just those geese are passing over there on the right hand. Not made that quite that far, where that third geese is coming into shot now. About now, I'll put a few spombs of pellet, crumb, and chops out, and see if anything happens. Give them a bit of grub tonight, see if they get on it. They are feeding, they are coming out across the lake, so they're definitely awake and they're on the munch. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic going into tonight. Maybe interesting to see which one produces, if any. Hear another train, but I think that's going the other way. Yeah, that's on the other line. You won't see it on shot and camera. Made a bit of a rookie error. I forgot to charge my pad before I come out, but it is on charge now, so hopefully it'll be charged up by later, so I can watch something in good old the YouTube or Netflix later on when it gets dark. Oh well, can't get on the pad to check, so never mind. Let's turn that off for now. Next to its being charge. I'm going to packet of crisp actually, getting munchies. What a beef, and I went and picked up. Oh, I got these rocket racers, which are basically Monster Munch rip-offs from Lidl or Aldi, one of the two. I wanted the beef ones, but I picked up the wrong ones. He's got pickled onion, but I like pickled onions. It's not the end of the world. Not bad. But there's about 8 crisps in a packet, so I have to have 2 at least. Aldi, that's it. They get better the more you eat. So they read across 2 packets, isn't it? There's some blow coming up at the moment, directly over where my left rod is. That's crisp actually. It's growing on me. Why yeah? Some chicken and mushroom pasties later on for my tea. Hot noodle or something. Can't remember what it is actually. What have I? Something different this time. A soba noodle, yakitori flavour. See what that looks like later, shall we? Actually, made that for my lunch. We got pot noodle in there as well. Have that for tea. Oh, those crisps are nice. I could get another pack, but I better not. Six in the pack. Yeah, but wish I bought some chocolate now, but I didn't. That was rookie error, wasn't it? What have we got? Another train come in. What a rookie error that was, not bringing any chocolate with me. Or more beer. Never mind. I turned up earlier on, and I didn't know what it was, but something just gave me that feeling, and it's a bit like unlike me really to put the rod straight out as soon as I get here before I do anything else. I turned up and it had that feeling. I was like, do you know what? I feel like it's going to be a quick bite here. I didn't normally get that feeling. I normally get my priorities right, get the house up first, bed in, and then get it all tidy, and then rods are like the last thing to go out. Because I like to be organised, like to be tidy, just in case there's rain or whatever. I'd like to be able to dive straight in. Yeah, but this time I was more concerned about getting the rods out to nick a quick bite. Obviously, it hasn't materialised. It's not happened, but yeah, it's not like me. But those rods are still out from earlier. They went straight out, just a couple of singles. I've got I don't even know what they are. Mainline dumbbells, which have been soaked in garlic goo. I've got a white one, which is kind of like a pinky colour, because it's been soaked in the goo for so long, and a red one, which has also been soaked in the goo. They've done well for me on Carp Pond a few years ago, especially the red ones. Well, actually, that's a little bit of a lie. Actually, they're DNA. Actually, they're DNA pop-ups. Sorry, DNA wafters. I think they were bug actually, but these ones are. But the ones I had before when I was on the pond, I think they were DNA S7 wafters, whites and oranges. But obviously they changed the color changes on them when you put that garlic goo. Oh, there we go. Is that an indication on the left rod? Yeah, obviously it changes color as all the goo soaks into them. And the one which was orange and which went red, they have done pretty well on those. Not as well on the white ones, but I did nick a few. And then I didn't want to buy a whole pot of wafters online, so I literally just brought a session set which you get on eBay, and yeah, when they turned up they were white and red, and they said they were supposed to be DNA bug. but I don't think they are. I'm almost 95% sure they're not DNA bug. I think they're just crap wafters, because the catch rate has not been as good since I've used those, because basically I ran out of all the S7 in the, I can't remember if they were orange or if they were pink and they went orange, I can't remember, but yeah, ran out of those. So I probably should pick up some more, really, because I did really well on them. Another train. I remember using that S7 over on Longwater in Earlstoke a few years ago, 5-6 years ago. Wow, however long it was now. Time flies and all that. Couldn't get a bite on it for ages and ages and ages. And then used to throw in the S7 pellets in the margins and that, and they used to absolutely cloud up and go mad on it. Yeah, rig tails up in the air, thrashing around for it. I used to love the S7 pellet, especially when it had the glug all over it. So yeah, I banded it up, done a bit of stalking, put a few pellets on bands. So yeah, nicked a couple out, which was pretty good. And then that was the start of it then. So yeah, I really should probably get some more S7 pellet, to be honest. It was good stuff. Got just under 3 minutes left now. I said half hour roughly, so I'll go live for another few minutes or so. I don't think anyone's jumped in or said anything, to be honest. There's no thumbs up, there's no number count on the person icon, so I guess there's no one here, just talking to myself. So I had that indication. This is more for those who may be watching it back. I had that indication just a minute ago. I've had an indication on both rods now. One on the left while we've been live, one on the right just prior. So yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes, see what happens, and if not, I'll sign out and obviously do the usual. Thank you very much. And hopefully we nick one out this evening. But I do know from the group we've got, a lot of the fish tend to come out on the other side of the lake throughout the day. So we'll see. More bubbles coming up over there on the left. Ah, dear. To be fair, I could wind in later on. I'm going to get another beer. I'm not sure my kit would be absolutely fine here. It's all padlocked up. No issues at all, but is it really worth it for a beer? Probably not. Just chill out with it, have a cup of tea, relax. Yeah, definitely got plenty of little bubbles coming up all over the place, which makes me think that's probably just gases from the bottom of the lake breaking up, because they're all in the same location. They don't seem to be moving from left to right or right to left. But there's definitely some bubbles popping up over the lake. Oh dear. Right, just coming up to 30 minutes now on the old live stream. I think I'm gonna knock it on the area. It was just wanted to quickly go live to see if we had anything out on film. But yeah, I'm getting fed up talking to myself now, so I'm going to sign out. And if you are watching this on the replay, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking out for 30 minutes of boredom. Apologies, that's 30 minutes of your life you won't get back. But yeah, keep an eye on the channel. There will be some content coming soon, and there will be some fish for a change. So yeah, I'll get that all edited up and put it on the channel quite shortly. Anyway, take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.